Safety and Fire by Mother Fluffer. Chapter 11. Endeavor's sidekicks watched from a distance as their boss was showing Izuku around, the boy being lifted onto the hero's shoulders. Izuku laughed happily, holding on. Enji smiled up at him. He couldn't wait to tell Rei about his laugh. Izuku loved the tour. His own father never took him to his agency, so it was his first time within one. Enji made sure to explain every room to him. Izuku was very comfortable on his shoulders. It made him a little sad that he only got to have this father-son-like feeling when with a man who wasn't his dad. "How about we head to my office again, and you can meet the sidekicks?" Enji suggested. Looking up at the young boy, Izuku glanced out at him with a small smile. "Can I?" he asked, eyes shining. "Of course," Enji smiled. "I know they're going to love you." Izuku blushed happily. Enji took the trip to his office and got a seat placed right next to his, so Izuku could be right next to him. Izuku sat there happily, looking at all the paperwork neatly piled on the desk. He realized how busy Endeavor was as a hero. It was a lot of paperwork, but from the looks of it, it was all signed and completed. "I need to file those away. Should do it now before I forget later," Enji mused. "Can I help?" Izuku asked. Enji smiled softly and nodded. "Come on, I'll show you how things are filed in my office," Enji replied. Izuku beamed, holding his hand as they headed up to his office. "Okay, that kid is the cutest little guy I have ever seen, and we've met Shoto," Burnin gasped happily, as she along with Kaido and Onuma headed towards their boss's office. "Have you noticed he has heterochromia, too? Like the brightest blue and green, and they are so gorgeous. He looked like he was having fun, which is good. I wish we could help with the case, though," Kaido frowned. "It seemed like it bothered Boss more than any normal case, and you've seen how he gets with child abuse cases. He's done a lot. Never seen him like this, though. I'm worried for the kid." "Then there is something more. Maybe we're not meant to get involved for our own protection, or for the kids. We have no idea how he'll react to us," Onuma sighed. The sidekicks entered his office and found Enji holding Izuku up so the kid could put away files in an upper drawer. They silently watched as Enji put him down. "And that's everything. Thanks for your help," Enji beamed. Izuku beamed and blushed happily. The kid looked over at the door, noticing the sidekicks. Enji stood, also noticing them. "Ah, you're here, everyone. This is Izuku." "Hi, you're so cute," Burnin beamed. "Can we give you your gifts now?" Izuku looked confused. Enji just smiled softly. "Gifts?" he asked. "Yep, we grabbed some things we hope you like, mainly Endeavor merch. I figured you'd like that." Onuma smiled. Izuku brightened up and nodded happily. "Great. Kaido, you're the one that hid the gifts." He turned, but their coworker was already off to get them. Enji and Izuku settled back behind the desk as Burnin told Izuku all about her patrol that morning. "You got them?" Izuku asked happily. "Nah, turns out they had a little help and got away. I was so close and I should have been," Burnin began. "When Shark first began acting as a villain, they had an accomplice to help them in getaways. They still help each other, but the other villain aids in other getaways now for a price. I made the connection after my uncle was talking about the villains and was asking my analytical opinion," Izuku said. I can't recall the name of the accomplice, but their quirk is speed-related. Burnin stared at him in shock. Izuku blushed lightly as Enji petted his head. Good thinking, Izuku. We should have a look into their past crimes, see if we can find the name of that accomplice of theirs, Enji said. I'll do that as soon as I can, boss. Burnin grinned. You've made my job a lot easier, kid. You planning on becoming a hero too? Yep, I want to be a hero with Shoto, Izuku told her happily. I want to be able to help everyone. Sounds like a big plan, but remember, no matter how much heroes try, we can't save everyone. But we can save everyone we can reach. Start with that first, okay, kid? Burnin grinned. Oh, okay. Izuku nodded happily. Enji ruffled his hair with a loving expression his sidekicks always saw him making to his kids. Why they didn't notice how proud he was of them. If you learn that now, kid, you are going to be one hell of a hero in the future. Remember us when you hit number 1 in the future, Kay? Burnin grinned. Is it strange I never want to be number 1 in the hero charts? I just want to help people. Izuku frowned. Not at all. You could easily go underground like Eraserhead. I know there have been cases I would have been lost in if Eraserhead or some other underground hero hadn't stepped in to help or share some information, Enji told him. Maybe going underground will be a route you'd like to consider. It might fit a better style for you. You look like someone who is best built with speed in mind. So, working and fighting in the shadows would be my advantage? Izuku asked. Enji nodded. Yep, I could never work underground. Myself and my quirk are too noticeable. But for people like Eraserhead, his quirk is pretty much unknown. He sweeps in and takes out opponents without sharing anything. I know he barely talks just in case the villains can memorize his voice, Enji said. Sounds like a lot of hard work, Izuku frowned. It will be, but I will help you, and I bet Eraserhead would love to lend a hand sometime, when he's not too busy, Enji smiled. Oh, hell yeah! You should come and train here when you can, Sprout. Like, it will be so much fun, Burnin beamed. Sprout? Izuku asked, looking at her confused. Well, you're green, a growing boy, and the cutest ray of sunshine. I'm calling you Sprout. Burnin grinned. Izuku gave a shy smile, until Kaido burst in. Sir, there's a huge villain attack, he said. Enji quickly stood. Burnin, stay here with Izuku. I will sort this out as quickly as possible, Enji told her. Please, be careful, Izuku pleaded. Enji smiled. I'll be right back, promise. Enji and Kaido left. Amina followed after them. Burnin nicked Enji's seat and actually got the news up on his computer. Izuku watched her confused. Hey everyone, it's Tempe again. That's the end of this chapter, and if you liked this, please follow the links in the description to go to the original work and support the author. If you liked this, please leave a like, comment, or subscribe. If you have any suggestions for fanfictions or how to make this better, please leave a comment, or you can send the suggestion to my email in the description. Alright, thanks guys. See you next time. Bye.